Hey guys, happy Saturday. I hope your Saturday is going wonderful. If this is your first time ever watching one of my YouTube videos, please be sure and subscribe. My name is Nick Comstock. I would love to have you in my community every day. Sorry, head scratch. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the little notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is every day. Alright, you guys, today I want to have a little bit of a discussion, and I want to explain why I don't tip my DoorDasher. I've used DoorDash for the last several months to order food, and it really has been really easy for me to use. I actually love using them. But here it is. I mean, it's expensive to have the food delivered. Even with DoorDash, it still seems, with Dash Pass, it still seems that the price goes up some. And especially if you order from a restaurant that is not, affiliated with Dash Pass, then your price really does go up with the delivery fee and the what do they call that? All the other fees. I'm not going to waste time to try and think of their name. All the other fees that DoorDash has, and if you pay for Dash Pass, you have to make sure that your order is over $12 for it to even work. And so, this is why I don't tip my Dasher, guys. I am on a fixed income, and I get paid one check a month, except this month it was 2 checks. Thanks, Daddy Trump. Anyway, this month it was 2 checks, stimulus check and my regular Social Security check. But I normally only get paid 1 check a month, and that has to last me all month long. Well, you say, Nick, if you can't afford to go out to eat, then you don't go out to eat. Well, fine, Karen. Do you want to come over and fix my food? Do you want to come over and cook my food? Because you know what? I have a lot of staff who don't know how to cook, who aren't familiar with cooking. Especially, I have a lot of 100% of my staff right now is from Africa, Nigeria, other places around the world, so they're not familiar with American food. And so a lot of them, when they try to make it, it just doesn't turn out very well. So I end up ordering my own food. So if you have the philosophy of, well, if you don't tip, you shouldn't go out to eat. Well, then you can help me find someone who is skilled in the area of cooking, and they can come cook my food. Because I'm on a fixed income. That's why it's important for those of you who are financially able to tip to make up for those who can't. For like me. So if you're a DoorDasher out there, now I will tell you, last night I did order DoorDash and I did tip for the first time in a long time because I had the extra money to do so. It's not that I don't want to tip, it's just that I don't have that extra money to then pay for a tip on top of delivery fee, service fee, any of these other fees that DoorDash likes to throw on, and then throw a $4 to $5 tip at their driver. DoorDash, you really need to pay your drivers better to supplement maybe some of us who can't tip at all when we would really like to tip. Like I said last night, I tipped because I had the money to do so, but I don't always have the money to do so. And which is mostly a majority of the time. And so for those of you who tip, thank you for those of you who tip your drivers and you tip them well. You say, Nick, well, you could give them at least a $1 or a $2 tip. Look, I don't want to give anything below 15%. And if I can't give that 15%, then I'm just not going to tip at all, because I don't think throwing them a $1 tip for a $16 order is fair. And a lot of times the reason the order is $16 is putting in all those fees, and then I'm trying not to get a delivery fee, so I have to go above the $12. So I just wanted to explain that. And if you're a DoorDasher and you have brought me food before and you just happen to see this, please know that I don't tip not to be rude or mean. I just really can't afford it. And there are people out there like that, that just really can't afford it. And like I said, for those of you who are saying, well, if you can't tip, then don't go out to eat. Well, be careful how you judge someone else's situation, because you don't know what situation we're in. I mean, I'm sitting here telling you mine, which is I only get paid once a month, and I also don't have a way to really cook good food for myself. I mean, I have staff that are, not too bad of a cook, but they're not here all the time. And I don't want to have them prepare extra food, because then that extra food sits there, and then when you go to warm it up, it just doesn't taste very good. So a lot of times, that's why I eat out. And this weekend, especially on the weekends, because, when I go to church and, come back, I usually order food. And so I just wanted to explain that. And for those of you who say what I've been saying throughout this video, be careful about judging people, because you don't know our situation and you don't know what we're going through. So, DoorDashers, know that I appreciate you. Know that the folks who don't tip, some of them may have a financial situation where they can only pay for the food and not an extra $4 to $5 tip. But we do appreciate you, and we realize that you've been out in the middle of this pandemic doing your thing. And for those of you that can tip, make sure you pick up for the slack. Make sure you pick up the slack for those of us who can't tip. And I just wanted to share that with you. And I hope this maybe would explain some things. I don't know why I feel like I need to explain it, but I just wanted to get on here and say that and share that with you. It's not because I don't want to tip DoorDashers. It's simply because I don't have the resources to do so 100% of the time. So if I don't have the resources to do so 100% of the time, I can't. So I hope you understand. But thanks for your service, though, because it's a great help to people like myself who have disabilities and can't get out. So thank you. Bye-bye.